Your Friends and Neighbors, one of the most bingeable shows on TV on Apple TV. Jonathan Tropper, series creator, showrunner, executive producer. What do people need to remember about season one before they start season two?
I think they just need to remember that Andrew Cooper started robbing his friends and neighbors' houses. And at the end of season one, even though he'd been offered his job back, he decided not to take the job, but to continue down that path.
And that path is where we keep going in season two. Andrew Cooper, none other than Jon Hamm, just so masterclass performance in this show. He's also executive producer. Talk to about his role as an executive producer and working alongside you to help bring this show to life.
Well, he's been with me from the very beginning. I actually pitched him the idea before I ever wrote the show. So with him, he's very good about like leaving me in charge of the writing. And at the same time, he gets very involved in casting. He gets very like we don't cast anybody without a discussion. And what's great is he can pick up the phone and call a lot of people. So he's very involved in casting. He reads all the scripts before they get distributed, gives me any thoughts he has on the scripts, and he sets the tone as both the number one on this call sheet and also an executive producer. He works harder than any other cast member on the show simply by virtue of how many scenes he's in. And he shows up prepared and ready every single day, so everyone else had better do the same. So there's a lot of leadership by example with him.
It's great to hear that about someone like him and joining this season, getting that call probably from Jon Hamm himself with James Marsden. Talk about bringing him on for the second season. Did you write the role for him? Because he fits in so perfectly for this role.
When we came up with the character of Owen Ash in the writer's room, we actually put a picture of Marsden up on the wall. Like it was just kind of like he was the avatar. I didn't know if we would get him. I kind of chased him down. He ended up in New York doing a junket for Sonic the Hedgehog, and I managed to wrangle a lunch with him and pitched him on the character, pitched him on the idea. Then I had John call him, and we double teamed him like that, and we didn't give him a choice really.
In the second season, what I love is get to see the expanded stories of additional characters like Mark Tallman's character, like Amanda Peet, like Olivia Munn, all these characters that we love from season one. We just get to see so much more story from these characters. Whose stories are you really excited for audience members to see this season?
I'm really excited about what we're doing with Mel, and it was really important to us to give Mel and Sam storylines that were not connected to Coop, and so watching Mel kind of go through her struggles with menopause and empty nest, and gradually also figuring out all is not the way it seems, all is not as it seems with Ham's character. Like it's been really fun watching her kind of spin out this season. In season one, she was like the Rock, and in season two, now she's spinning out, right? She's having her crisis. And then watching Sam sort of try to figure out, how to get back into everyone's good graces when she's basically been shunned, and her connection to Owen Ash, and watching that story develop, and watching Sam figure out whether or not she belongs in this community. It was really fun to be able to explore them, independent of Coop's storyline.
Their stories are so fun this season, and you have to have Apple's blessing because you already were renewed for season two before season one debuted, and now again, season three already renewed before we get to season two. I mean, talk about that relationship because obviously the show is so good, fans are loving it, but Apple is so on board as well.
Yeah, I mean, from the minute we screened the pilot for them, they kind of got behind the show in a big way. I think they realized what it could be. This is the audience they really want to serve. And yeah, they've been wonderful about it. Like they want to keep us on an annual cycle so that, because I think for fans, if you take 2 years off before you come back, I think there's attrition and you lose people. And the ability to sort of, for fans to know we're coming back every year, we basically we wrap production and we go right into the writer's room. Like we don't really wait. It gives us continuity. It gives us the ability to keep our crew. It gives us the ability to keep our sets in a different way. I think it works for everybody. It's exhausting, but it's a great way to keep the show going. Yeah.
So worth it from an audience perspective. Your Friends and Neighbors, new episodes Fridays on Apple TV. Jonathan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.